That's
Do y'all
exactly
check
where I found
the trending tab like that? Or
I do sometimes.
Yeah.
Or if somebody
Sometimes.
say some wild shit, like for example, when Will Smith snapped Chris Rock,
yeah.
I swiped over. It was like slap the fuck out of him, Chris Rock, Will
yeah.
Smith. It'll be like holy shit. No, that didn't just happen. And you're like, why is that trending?
Jada
Yeah.
Pinkett.
Yeah, and then you G.I.
Jane.
Joe,
Bald.
yeah, bald, and you'll be like, what?
Yeah, actually, hashtag ball be number 3 in the world.
And it be trending like top 3.
Get to the money and slide, get to the money and slide. Free all the bros inside, free all the bros inside. Play with the bros, you die, yeah. Get to the money and slide, free all the bros inside, play with the bros, you die,
Hey man, it's the Got 15 podcast coming back, man. Volume 3, man. Part who knows? Your boy Mike, man. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram, Michael.Porter, man.
Follow me on Instagram at it's Chanman1.
Follow me at Mike, the only Mike. Go watch the vlog, cause it's out. Promise.
I'm just shaking it.
Well,
That nigga
not
killing
done.
me, bro.
No faith.
Hey, bro, follow the realest producer to ever do it. X.B Daily, bro. Catch me on Count. We got questions. Y'all got
Mr.
answers. Come do it.
Mr. Interview, man. Y'all don't be scared. I know he big and black. But don't be scared.
Yeah, don't worry.
And we got some special guests to my left. Go ahead and shout yourselves
My
out.
name is Kristen. Y'all can follow me on Instagram at Kristen. That's 3 I's, 2 N's.
We got J Activists in the building. Y'all can follow me on Instagram at just J Activists straight through.
Y'all already know the vibes, man. Make sure y'all check out their Instagram pages.
Please.
And Chan, what you got for us today, big guy?
So the question we got today is, what if we lived in a world where we had to pay for social media? Would y'all pay for it? How much are you willing to pay?
Like
Depends on the app, bro.
Like a month type shit.
Mm-hmm.
I pay 15 for check, so you got it.
That?
You know what check?
Oh,
It's not
like
social
the
media, but I'm
homework.
just saying, it's like if I'm willing to pay for that, $15 a month, I feel like I run.
I feel like they could.
I pay $7 for anime. a month.
So you're saying you pay at least 25?
No, not for. Is it a bundle?
Oh, God,
No, this is
it's
just
I was-
IG.
when
This
I
is
thought
just
about
IG.
It,
For-
I
I'm
was
not paying for
assuming
IG.
like Instagram, if
But
they
you
start
got-
charging
think about it.
like $5.99 a month. for
As a
Instagram.
business, we
The-
would have to
The
pay for it.
podcast
Yeah, I
can
was gonna
pay
say.
But
$5.99
still,
for the podcast
okay.
page. My personal Instagram would be deactivated.
That's cap, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like a lot
cap,
of people first answer, they'll be like, "Hell no."
I just started
But
posting.
people
If
wouldn't realize
everybody
how
start doing
addicted
it?
they wouldn't realize how addicted they are until they don't have it.
Like I
Niggas
said,
will start paying.
I didn't
for
say
that
I wouldn't
shit.
pay for anything. I'm paying for TikTok. I'll pay my little subscription
I'll
for
pay
TikTok.
Twitter.
If we can bundle Twitter in there, I would much appreciate it.
Twitter,
Not the bundle.
TikTok. If Twitter and TikTok became a bundle,
Yeah,
I would pay for
the
that.
TT bundle or something going
Yeah.
on. But I can't pay for Twitter alone,
Tick and
unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? Give me something. But
Twitter alone,
I can't pay for
I
Twitter
would pay
alone.
that. I would
Nah,
pay that
Twitter
fee,
funny. Y'all need to-
unfortunately. I would pay
I
that.
love
Yeah.
Twitter.
Yo,
Can't pay
like
for the long.
How much
No,
are you
it's-
willing to pay for Twitter?
they charge you $8 for the
I'll pay
verification.
18.
They better not.
18.
I
pay
pay 8
y'all
or 10.
tweaking.
8
I
to
wasn't
10.
even
A
thinking.
month?
I wasn't
Yeah,
thinking
8
no
to 10 a
double
month.
digit numbers.
Twitter is
Nigga said
fucking
8 to
hilarious.
10.
These niggas talking about double
Where did
digits.
18 come from?
No, I'm
I
not
thought
paying
it
more
was
for
what
a
he said.
social media app if
not-
I'm not paying more than that for like streaming service. If
But
I'm not
that's what I
paying
was
that
saying,
much
though,
on-
like-
if I'm not paying that much for
But
Disney Plus,
what she spend more time on? Instagram
Definitely
or
your
a streaming
phone.
service?
Social media,
Yeah,
social
so I mean,
media.
if you're willing to pay
Way more.
$20 for Disney
Some
Plus,
shit you see every other day.
Yeah,
every
like-
4 days.
I'm trying to
really.
give these folks an idea.
It really depends on like
Right.
your
It
But-
might be too loud.
they be trying to go towards it since
Oh,
since the
God.
beginning.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about it. I'm like, they charge you for everything else.
Yeah.
It depends on the
Yeah,
use
that's
for
next.
it.
So it's only a matter of time. Yeah,
Yeah,
facts.
because I can see that happening.
If you like an artist or like a business, you kind of like have no choice because you got to get your product out.
Facts.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That's
We would
what
have no
If it's
choice.
just on some scrolling shit,
Yeah,
nah, I'm not paying. For
Business
They
page
charge
can
us.
have it, like, but I can't be like, I'm not paying for Snap. I'm not paying for.
Oh,
I
Snap.
don't know.
Snap.
I still got a lot of
Shit.
Snapchat memories though.
I do.
Like, I can't.
I lose them all.
I may pay that one
Yeah,
month
first
by a
month
hard drive
download,
so I can download
download,
them
yeah,
hoes,
yeah.
but you're not getting $5 a month out of
Definitely
me.
not Snapchat.
Only a
For the
certain
ghost?
demographic really be on Snapchat now. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My whole from 8th grade to now is on Snapchat. Like,
But like, when's the last time you
2016.
like sent a snap for real?
yeah, nah, I really just go in there and kind of post like my YouTube and shit every blue moon.
Shit, I
Yeah.
be seeing 10th grade popping up.
Yeah, I be seeing like old shit from like 5
The
years
only good
ago.
thing is the memories for sure.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the only.
Snapchat hit a gold mine with the memories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bringing that shit up back every year.
Yeah.
But
Y'all
just,
really be
just
bringing back
letting
the
you,
nostalgia.
just
3
allowing
years
you to
ago
save that
today.
because that saved me a lot as far as not having storage.
Storage,
I know how
I
Apple be.
agree.
So when you ain't got no storage to record, go to Snapchat, save it, no problems.
I agree
Yeah.
with that.
Instagram need to bite the swag, bro.
They have though. You can go your
With the
archive.
drag.
Highlights,
Where it
highlights.
pops up.
Oh, archives.
Oh,
you
not with
saying?
her. They don't need to
It's not
repop that
easily
shit up.
accessible.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
that's what I'm
it's
saying. Like
there.
they need
you
to.
got to go
It's
looking
there,
for
though,
it.
for sure.
Oh yeah, the
Search
rough
that bit.
draft is there.
A year ago, it would pop up.
Yeah, they do
Yeah.
have that, but it's just not like you can't just swipe over and see
Yeah.
it. Like on
It's
Snap.
not just real
Not
convenient.
Not the
Right.
same.
Think, bro,
Definitely.
like y'all paying for LinkedIn?
I don't
For
know.
sure.
Fuck.
To get a
I
job.
think LinkedIn might
For
get
sure.
might get a quick subscription.
To get
for
a
few
job.
bucks.
Ain't that what that's for?
I'm
Yeah,
not
if
gonna
I'm in the
lie.
market for a job,
That shit is very
re-up on the
Right.
LinkedIn.
How often do you need to buy that
Right.
shit?
Like,
bro?
nah, I'm not finna.
I ain't say I keep it constantly.
I buy that bit for a month.
Yeah, buy for a
Yeah,
month.
They don't
Yeah.
need
Get money
Get a
back.
try.
You
You
get
should
a
be able
job.
to get a
Yeah,
job in a
some
month.
They need to be
That's it.
charging like $5.99, so I could just play that.
Nah, they gonna
Fat
get your
life.
ass.
So what's
They
the
gonna
most
know.
you would spend on, or what app would demand the most money to you,
I feel like that would either have to be Twitter or TikTok, like we were saying.
and how much they charging that you be willing to pay?
Please be no more than 10.
Yeah,
Maybe
Sure.
15.
Yeah.
15 to reach.
yeah.
15
I feel like
being
15
a
is
reach.
like base.
15
Yeah,
is
like
the-
Because
that.
bro,
Yeah,
I be
so then-
entertained. Like
so
I be
what's
mad,
your-
I be entertained, but I be entertained, bro.
So your
Yeah.
app is TikTok?
for sure, my
Because I treat.
Are we,
What about-
are we considering YouTube social media or not?
I was gonna
Yeah,
say
yeah, hell
YouTube
yeah.
because you got YouTube Shorts.
I'm paying for YouTube
and
over
that's
anything.
kind of like TikTok.
I mean, they already
Okay.
charging for YouTube.
Yeah.
Slick, but-
Like if we're counting YouTube in there, YouTube definitely gets number one.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
TikTok
YouTube.
would then be right
Nah,
right
I feel like it
behind
need to be
YouTube.
YouTube. Twitter is like the new newspaper, so it needs to be
Fair.
YouTube, Twitter,
But over
then
TikTok,
I don't even be on Twitter like that.
Twitter is like more like TikTok is more entertainment. Twitter is entertainment, and you learning shit. Like they
can't
they,
get
they
informed.
keeping you
I
up
can't
with.
get
so
informed.
much on
I can get
That's
that
if you
same
follow that
information
shit.
on YouTube. I feel like
I mean, but Twitter, you'll get it quicker with Twitter.
Absolutely.
Because they'll have
That's
it
a good point.
trending. It'll be
That's a
the
good
first
point.
thing on your timeline.
Man, YouTube.
Twitter
got-
is the news.
It's like
bruh.
the fucking news.
It's
You wake
the
up, it's the
news.
first
The
thing on your,
newspaper.
you hit trending.
Coffee.
It'll show you what's
me.
trending for
Bagel.
you, and not only for you, but what's trending in the world on top of that. So you
Yeah.
know
Facts,
what's
bruh.
being mostly talked about.
When
You-
Kobe died, bro. That's
do y'all
exactly
check
where I found
the
it.
trending tab like that? Or
I do sometimes. Or if somebody say some wild shit, like for example, when when Will Smith snapped Chris Rock.
Yeah.
I swiped over. It was like slap the fuck out of him, Chris Rock, Will
yeah.
Smith. It'll be like holy shit. No, that didn't just happen. And you're like,
What
why
the
is that
fuck?
trending?
Jada
Yeah,
Pinkett.
yeah. And then you
Jane.
G.I. Joe.
Bald.
Yeah, bald. And you'll be like, what?
Yeah, actually, hashtag ball be number 3 in the world.
And it be trending like top 3, and it be weird shit. You got to figure out what's going on.
you
Like,
enjoy that part.
I love that. It's so spontaneous. You like, oh shit, what's going on?
FOMO will start hit you, bro.
So I
I didn't
definitely
even
pay
know
for Twitter.
Twitter had a trending page. Bro. I'm
Oh
gonna have to check
yeah,
that
you
out.
just,
Fuck,
I don't be
how
on Twitter
old
like that.
are you, bro?
I had my Twitter since I was.
That
in
nigga
what?
said I didn't know shit had trending. That's literally the whole point.
No, I didn't know I had like a trending page.
You know
that
that
you go
YouTube
to.
has trending as well.
I ain't gonna lie though. Ever since
didn't
even
I didn't know
know that.
YouTube had trending.
YouTube definitely has a trending
Yeah,
page.
yeah, popular and shit.
Oh,
no, yeah. If you
wait, I've
search
seen
it up,
it a
it'll
couple
have
times.
like trending
Let
up
me
under it
pull it
or
up.
number 3 trending.
Yeah, no, yeah, right.
I've
Like
seen
you
it.
go to the
Yeah.
top 10 trending in the
Definitely,
country
definitely.
type shit. Don't say
Sometimes
definitely.
if you just go look at the video, it'll say it up under it.
Yeah, you typically don't see too many videos that's trending.
Instagram.
So do y'all believe in zodiac signs?
I do.
Get into it, bro, because we
I
gonna
feel like
eat it up.
it'd be spot on a lot of times.
Well, astrology, I call it.
Okay, that's what you
astrology.
call
So it's
it.
like, yeah, astrology. I mean, it makes sense because, I mean, all it is just like basing it off the moon and the stars. I mean, we really can't deny that. Like, regardless, I don't care what nobody say. Regardless of what you say about the astrology, if you believe it or not, a lot of the stereotypes sometimes, not all of them, but sometimes they fit the character.
You
like,
believe that? No,
Do you
No,
think
I'm
you
not-
could guess ours?
No, I'm not finna sit there and try to guess because
Okay,
they
that's
always
okay.
set the bitches up with that one.
Nah.
Oh, you're Pisces.
That is some setup shit.
I was
Bitch,
waiting.
I'm a
I was waiting.
But
to-
nah, nah.
you look.
Cause someone
that.
be like,
I
someone
like
be
Cause
that.
I
like,
really, cause I
someone be like,
really
yeah,
study.
you're
They're like, oh yeah, you're a Virgo.
And be wrong as
Nigga
fuck.
be
You
a
be
whole
like, I'm a Virgo.
Capricorn.
Yeah, I'm a no fucking Virgo.
But no.
Like,
I got PTSD from that. Like one time I was at work and somebody asked my zodiac sign, and I don't tell that shit like ever.
You
Yeah.
hiding
Because
that
of
shit, bro?
this.
You be gatekeeping your zodiac?
For some reason, folks hate my zodiac. So like,
Everybody
it
feel
took me
that.
like 30 minutes because I'm still going to that table and everything, like type of thing. And then finally, I just opened up and she left on the receipt. She marked 0 through the tip and then said sorry to my zodiac. And I was like, yo.
So did
are
you just
gonna
gatekeep
share your
it again
zodiac
right
sign?
there?
Yeah.
You said what?
You gonna share it?
what?
My Zodiac?
Yeah.
Hell no.
Okay. You won't say it on the podcast right now.
He
Is
said,
that-
I mean,
you don't have to. I'm not forcing. I'm just curious.
If
I
y'all
don't
want
think
to do
it's that
some,
big
if
of a
y'all want to do
secret.
some
It could be
research,
figured out.
his zodiac sign is my rising sign, and I talk about it
All
all
right,
the
you
time.
lost it.
Nah, you
No,
got
no,
you
no, no.
beat.
Let me
You
tell you.
got
Let me
you
tell
beat.
you. Look, exactly. But that's the thing with it, though. That's the reason why people don't fuck with it, because they just take the off the surface shit and they be like, oh, because you're a Virgo, you're a liar. No, you can't do that. Like, because when you really look into the shit, I only started looking into it because when COVID happened, so I was stuck in the house, so I'm just
And
bored.
that's what
so
happened to a
so
lot of
I'm
people.
I'm reading up on the shit. So you get a chart. So it's like you get your sun sign. That's what everybody, the stereotypical shit. Like me, I'm an Aries, so they be like,
strong
oh,
personality. They say,
hot,
right?
yeah, hothead and leaders, and we ain't got no patience. One thing I will say, I don't have patience. But I know for a long time I didn't feel like I liked to be the leader or nothing. But so you can't really go off the surface because there's a lot of shit. Like when you just into the
that shit
birthday,
is complex.
when you really watch or like when you study it for yourself and not to like throw the stereotypes on other people, it makes sense. Like when you put it in your face and you read up on it, you be like, damn.
Because I
That
kind of
shit
did
really
that last
true.
summer to learn about myself. Because I was like, really, like, when it's like foreign information with shit, I'd be like, nah. But like when it's kind of confirming what you already know, then I'd be like, oh.
It's like a cheat code almost. Like for me, I feel like people who are lost or you trying to figure yourself out or why you do the things that you do, read up on it. It'll talk about like your childhood, the type of how you talk to people, how you come off of things, your sex, your anger, all of that.
I just feel like if you read so you said you're an Aries, right? I feel like so you read up on like information about yourself, like Aries and stuff. I feel like if you would have read stuff about Taurus, you could have felt that you related to that as well.
Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of this stuff, the reason why you feel like you probably relate to other things is kind of like, so I'm an Aries, but I can relate to a Libra too, because they hand in hand.
I'm a Libra, actually.
So yeah.
But everybody hate Libra.
But it's like, that's why you have to study it, because the same way, like, I could be an Aries, like you said, I could relate a lot with the Taurus. And that could be because I probably have, like, a Taurus, like, moon or some shit like that. Like, it all depends on where the placement is. So that's why it's like,
So it's
social
based on
media-
where the planet was or planets and moons.
yeah, so that's
when you
how
were
it.
born.
Yeah, so you can't always go based off just the
Universal
sun,
energies.
because you have a whole lot of stuff. Like, it could be another part in your chart that you resonate more in.
So it's still like a religion, you saying,
Not really. I feel like it's kind of like
or ideology or
it's
something.
like
Yeah.
science
Some kind of belief.
with,
it's kind of like it.
I don't know how to
It
explain
kind of.
Some kind of belief system for sure, though.
Oh yeah, because it definitely puts you in like it kind of categorizes everything, or it kind of shows. It's like I don't know. Best way I can
A
put it. It's
guide.
like a cheat code. Like it's a cheat code to life. It'll show you what people you can work with better. Like it's so deep. It
So
gets
how
deeper.
how deep do you take it though? Like, do you, let's say, let's say you're Aries. Let's say you don't mess with Scorpios.
So my whole thing is, okay, this is the problem I used to have. So I don't get along with Cancers.
Right.
And it's like I'm not even just gonna say that because of the astrology. They say we don't get along because I forced it and it just still does not work. But then again,
Have you ever met a Cancer that you did get along with?
yeah, a few. That's why it's like you can't always say that because it'd be other placements that kind of
Oh,
like
okay,
it's
you're
all
saying
about
your moon rising may be
yeah, it
helping
could
out.
be that, or like there's more. So they got like literally
Interesting.
all the planets, the Venus, the Mercury, all of that. So that could be the reason why. So you don't look for like you can't be like, oh, I'm an Aries, you're Aries, cool, let's fuck, like we should work out. That's not how that's gonna work. That's
So
not
then how do you use it?
like it's all. I mean, it's all about like. I'm not telling you to go get your chart and line
I
it
mean,
all up.
I'm
and be
curious
like,
about
okay.
you in particular. Like, how do you use it? If
I
you
use it
believe
as like when I was using it, I was using it to like learn more about myself.
Yeah,
as
that's
far as
how I
like
use
how
it.
I like I'm telling like I promote others to do. Don't use it to go. This how you gonna find the type of nigga you need to be with. No,
Okay.
use it for yourself because it'll tell you a lot about yourself or it'll confirm a lot of things. Like me growing up, I used to feel like a tomboy all the time. This is before I even knew what astrology was. I just always felt like a tomboy. And I'm like, why do I feel like a boy? I know I'm not gay. I mean, I don't like wearing dresses. My favorite color blue. Everybody's favorite color pink. Mine's blue. But as I got older and I started studying it, so I have the Aries sun, I have a Capricorn moon, and a Libra rising. So with signs, they have feminine and then they have the masculine signs. All three of those are masculine signs. And those are my big
Why your
things.
energy is a little bit.
So
more
I'm a
masculine,
little
you're
more,
saying.
yeah.
Interesting.
But yeah, so that's why I was like, this shit kind of true to me. Like, that's why I was like, yeah, you can't make this shit up. I noticed that as a child. So for
Right.
me to grow up and learn about that, and I'm like, you can't
Like,
knock
okay,
that.
it's kind of aligned a little bit.
Okay.
And I didn't influence that
Yeah.
to say that. It's just what it's already saying.
Or another reason, sorry, Jacob, but like me and my sisters, I got 5 sisters, but me and my first 3 sisters, we all have the same moon sign. So your moon sign represents like the relationship you have with your mother and how you handle your emotions.
Yeah.
So if you look it up, and then so this is how I love to get people, because if you don't believe in it, just look into your moon sign, and then you could probably look into your siblings and compare it. So it's like the relationship you might have with your mom could be different from what your little sister might have, because they could be, or like a little brother could be an age gap. So your mom could be a different person from who she was with you than who she is to your little sibling now. So yeah, that's how I look at it. We all have the same moon sign. We all were born close in age. I have a Capricorn moon, so that means my mom's a little more critical. Like, so I grew up kind of early. Like, I had a lot of responsibility growing up as a child, and still to this day. So, yeah,
for sure. I mean, because like I said, I was talking to somebody who is pretty heavily into it, from what I understand. And she's telling me, she's like, yeah, I was talking to the moon the other night, and I'm like, you were talking to the moon.
So some of that shit can just fall into spirituality. Like astrology alone is just.
Because I talk to trees.
And
yeah, people talk to trees for real.
He's talking to trees.
Because like trees, listen, like
interesting.
You know how they take in oxygen.
It's all an energy thing.
They give out oxygen.
Taking
and they take
CO2.
in carbon dioxide.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like that's an energy thing.
So how long would you have this conversation? Like, what are the type of things you're saying?
Like if I'm angry and I just need to get some shit out my chest, I used to like open my window and just.
But you think they listening though?
My sister does it. Like
Not
she'll
my
go
tree.
outside and she'll just hug the tree. Like look like it need.
And it's like, I'm not trying to downplay it like it's crazy. I feel like some
Curiosity.
people actually have like,
People
benefits from doing this.
yeah.
So was it like you're verbally like yelling at the tree if you was mad type shit? Or
Nah,
like,
you don't go out there and punch it. Like, fuck you,
fucked
mom.
No. Has anybody ever seen you doing this? Like, just asked you what you're doing, or this is always something private? Like, is this
this some private shit?
Is it like almost like a praying type of thing, or just like?
Is you saying is you communicating with the universe? You saying or the earth or the energy, whatever.
I guess it's like talking to a
that's,
dog.
That's what
low-key.
prayer is.
That's a little
'Cause
crazy,
prayer
though.
is just
No,
sound
it's not.
intention.
Dogs understand.
I do it all the time.
Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah. Don't. I'm not
That's
excluded
why I
in the
said,
craziness.
I don't know. I really don't knock when nobody believes in it, because at the end of the day, we all on this floating big ass
That
rock.
is
with no
yeah.
idea. We
That's
don't know
my
what.
thing.
Yeah, because
We
like,
on a
who's to
fucking
say-
floating.
Cause
fucking ball
who's to
of
say
molten
this is
lava,
right?
bruh.
And my whole thing with the astrology is I just feel like I like it more. I believe in it more because we have more evidence of it. Not like because the moon and the stars, all of that shit is there. You can see that shit clear as day. And then you can literally just tell, regardless if you believe in astrology or not, you still gonna act like what that shit said.
you know,
like you can't knock the way you act.
Yeah.
Once you learn universal law, all religion follows universal
And
law.
all the
It's
shit
just
makes
told
sense.
differently.
Yeah, I'm
Type
not
shit.
saying astrology is a religion, but it's like all of that shit kind of falls into play. Like they
just
tried
law.
to say something. Somebody said something. I don't know. They said the 12 disciples and then the 12 zodiacs.
Yeah, 12
I don't
tribes.
know.
Numbers you
12 tribes of
saying, yeah.
Israel.
Yeah.
Like,
Or even with like people who hate spirituality and all this extra shit. Y'all don't think that shit kind of scary with church niggas catching Holy Ghost? I used to be in there terrified. Like, don't let me catch nothing. Them folks basically so you look at it as
like-
Holy
it's like
Ghost.
possession.
I could say they ass possessed. That bitch was in here hooting and hollering like she lost her damn mind. But y'all call it the Holy Ghost because she's in church, right? But if she was to do that shit in Walmart, y'all gonna start throwing holy
Is
water
it
on
not
her
the Holy
ass.
Ghost though?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Right.
so have y'all heard about like numerology?
Yeah, now that part I don't
Not
get into
familiar.
that.
I ain't heard of that.
Gotta put us on.
You basically you line up your birthday and you line up. I think it goes off your birthday and it tells you like your life path. Like you got a life path number, you got a karmic number. You might have karmic debt.
What does that mean?
So like karmic debt is basically this kind of gets into like reincarnation and stuff like that. Cause like a couple years ago I woke up with this feeling like I've been here before type shit based on how my life went.
Okay.
Like for me, I felt like I chose my life from being a younger sibling to like already knowing a lot of like life lessons before I even hit 20 type shit. So then I start looking into numerology, my life path number, and it all just starts like clicking with what I already know. Like it's just confirmation.
Yeah, I'm gonna send y'all the link so y'all can
Yeah,
look into
send-
your
send
chart.
the link, send
Just
the
for you to
link.
look into it, cause it's like I don't
Send
try
the
to
link.
force it on people, but it's like once you really look at that shit, it's like, damn.
Cause I want to,
really
I want to
can't-
grow. Like that's my biggest thing in life.
I
Like,
I
just
agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
So,
So-
I'm like, what can I do?
And that's why I'm not trying to shit on it
Yeah.
either. I'm not
'Cause I
actually
know a lot of
curious.
females, they love to look at it and be like, oh, you do this, you do that, and you can't do that. You can't, because that's not always the case. But just look at it for yourself and understand it, because it start getting crazy, like, and that's just like, it talks about, so you start with the planets and then they go houses, but that shit get real deep. I don't get that deep into it. I'm just kind of more so on the surface, but not like how social media. Oh, Cancer, Scorpios, and Virgos get the best head.
Saying
You
that.
can't say that.
They be hating on Scorpio gang.
Yeah, that's why I don't even get into that debate no more. I don't even try to plead my case when they say stupid shit
I just
like
like taking all
that.
the good parts they be saying.
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
Oh, God, I ignore the bullshit.
Oh yeah, I ignore all the bullshit. Oh,
What are y'all signs, if y'all don't mind me asking? Don't lie, because I'm not finna sit up here and be like, oh, you do act like, because
I'm a
really
Scorpio.
Scorpio.
Aquarius.
Aries.
Sagittarius.
Okay. I like Aquarius. I don't know too many Aries men.
The real ones.
Nah, Scorpio, the real shit, real gang shit, y'all.
We over here
Y'all
defending some
just-
shit we don't even
Now, one
understand.
thing I will pick up on with Aquarius, though, this is one thing I can say about y'all, because I know enough.
Facts.
Aquarius are the people you can take them in the room with anybody. You take them
Who's
around.
the
any,
Aquarius here? Chandler. Okay, go
you
ahead.
can take them. Like, I don't care what type of group it is. This the person you take anywhere, because they going to get along with anybody, wherever room you put them in.
You think that long?
I mean, that's how I feel.
I'm curious. I'm curious.
I would say not in a friendly ass way. Like I'm not just going around like, hey, how you
Yeah,
doing?
I'm not saying you're going to speak, but
but
if you
I
have
can
to
fit
be-
in wherever I gotta fit in. I can definitely do that.
Yeah, that's one thing I've noticed, because I know too many Aquarius to just not know them. And Cancers. I don't know too much about Scorpios.
Especially if it's something business
Besides, y'all
related.
very
like,
observant. Y'all nosy as fuck. That's one thing I will
I have
say.
heard that.
Y'all be nosy as
That
shit.
nigga's
They
nosy as
always nosy, like
Shut your ass
everything.
up.
That nigga knows this shit.
That's the only thing I can say. I don't really know too much about Aries men or Sagittarius men.
Yeah, y'all niggas ain't really important like that for real.
Yeah.
Fuck you, nigga.
And with that being
All
said,
the best
man,
signs are Sagittarius.
I
Nah,
said all the
nah.
best signs
Are the
all
fire
the best
signs.
niggas. My fault. It's the
Yeah.
lick talking.
Just
You
all
know,
the
that's that
fire in the
Sagittarius
air.
shit talking.
You the
Fuck
only
you,
water.
nigga.
You the only water in this bitch, by the way.
Who, me?
Everybody, yeah.
I'm
you got
water?
air, fire.
I thought I was
fluid as
water.
hell,
Yeah,
nigga.
you're air. No,
Aquarius.
a lot
I thought
of people
that
say
shit was close to
aqua.
aqua.
Yeah, aqua Aquarius though, but nah, you're air. So
Gotcha.
you're air sign. It's really
Firebender.
interesting. I'm finna who
Send the link. Send
who
it
do I
to
need
the
to send
Send
a
it to
link
the
pod
podcast
page.
page.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And
Just
then with that being said, man, it's been a Got 15 podcast, and we out, man. Peace.
Get to the money and slide. Get to the money and slide.
Appreciate y'all popping out to the podcast, man. Make sure y'all leave a like. Go ahead and comment something. And hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, so you don't miss any of our videos, bro.
And make sure you subscribe to our Patreon for exclusive behind-the-scenes videos posted weekly. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, TikTok, and I already know we're on YouTube, man. Go check us out everywhere.
Show.